Oops, I forgot the music part. Just a sec. Hey. Welcome back to another whatever. Nice. Upgrade trick. Recenter. Also feels like I'm riding backwards. That being like the extreme backwards.
Are we even listening to the same thing?
It's like riding a half pipe if you get it from tail to tail. Boom. Let's get hydrated. Cause it's hot, I'm parched and it's like I've waited. Salivated, little aggravated, but it's okay. And the passive aggressive, stormy kind of way. Moving up a storm cloud, but we're in the eye of the hurricane. So you're safe with me. Blessed be soul salvo. Juicy burp on command. I do need something to drink, so. All I drink is eggnog. That ain't that disrespectful, so I gotta step it up to the bar for you. Step the bar down for you. Everybody in my face. I'm gonna eat this out of here. Save this for my son. And just dig out the core. Eat out the core. Starting with the tip. Earlier days. That's called a no-no. That's called a mukbang no-no. No-no scream. Thank you, Salvo. Thank you for the spam, Salvo. Been neglected from the spam, Salvo. I needed a drink, but that's all right. Some rocks and that crap. Ain't no rock never hurt nobody. You got my fucking wrist thing back on. 3, the magic number. Back down to 1. The most special number. I have to wear the brace. I have to wear the brace for 3 more weeks, 2 more weeks. But I should probably wear it anytime I'm riding. After that as well. Until I get a regular wrist guard, but this one is special because it's supposed to hold my thumb into place. They said I can take it off at night. So, take it off every now and again. Perfect back roll there. If I was into that kind of thing. Okay, time to ride. I guess I was clickbaiting. Quick-baiting. Okay, put this back in the fridge.
few bad apples. And then, how can I tie these next two stories together? I know. So President Biden, as I was finishing up today's show, announced, I'm pardoning all prior federal offenses of simple marijuana possession. There are thousands of people who were previously convicted of simple possession who may be denied employment, housing, or a very close relationship with this woman. It is also why we saw her speaking out against him after he denied the claim, saying, he had no idea who this could be. And so this woman said he didn't accept responsibility for the kid we did have together, and now he isn't accepting responsibility for the one that we didn't have. That says so much about how
it's the rooster knife.
Women in childbirth versus
stained with coyote blood. I'm gonna ride a little more.
The woman who is a Christian also going on to say that.
How do I know it's stained with coyote blood? Oh, because I couldn't clean it off after I cut the head off of a coyote.
Anywhere in the Bible where it says, have 4 kids with 4 different women while you're with another woman, where it phrases not being a present parent, or that an abortion is an okay thing to do when it's not the right time for you, but a terrible thing for anyone else to do when you're running for the Senate. He picks and chooses where it's convenient for him to use that religious crutch. So that is potentially dealing with damaging
controversial
vote for Herschel Walker, but also care about the truth. I'm not sure how much of a crossover there is. A lot of the pushback initially was, this is some random person making a claim, people trying to sow doubt, whereas some have taken a different approach, like former NRA spokesperson Dana Loesch, who called her one broad and a skank. And what's wild is Walker's actually fundraising on this, with top members of his campaign saying they had a record fundraising day after the allegations broke on Monday, claiming that they raised $500,000. Walker is a wild one, man. Like in an interview today, he said, I know this is untrue, I know nothing about any woman having an abortion, but then also going on to make a series of very confusing statements repeatedly saying that he's already been forgiven, and also suggesting that there wouldn't be any shame in having undergone an abortion, and that the whole forgiveness thing is a point that Walker and his campaign has been repeating. It's all lies, but if maybe you believe it, there's religious redemption and forgiveness, which I will say, it's not like a rare thing, but hey, we'll have to wait to see if the polling shows any change remotely, because I think for a lot of people it's just R versus D. It's not how it should be, but how many things in life are. And then I want to take a second to thank the sponsor of today's show, Keeps. 2 out of 3 guys will experience some form of male pattern involvement by the time of 35. Maybe you have that friend or that family member that's dealing with products delivered directly to your door, meaning no more click that link in the description to receive 50% off your first order. And then, as promised, let's do a follow-up to that Logan Paul interview. That got a lot of attention, comments, reactions, some here on the full interview on YouTube, others just responding to the clip where Logan Paul was talking about Bad Bunny. So a lot of the conversation is stemmed around that, right? Logan Paul saying that Bad Bunny is a hypocrite, that he is exploiting Puerto Rico. There was a lot of confusion around what he was talking about, right? Because Logan Paul and others, they take advantage of what was referred to as Act 22. That is something that's only available to outside individual investors to get them to come to Puerto Rico. So there was a question of, is that an accusation that Bad Bunny has some sort of shell company, that he's doing something nefarious, or is it more likely that he was conflating two different things together? Now, Bad Bunny's company does qualify for Act 20, which is different because that involves businesses in Puerto Rico that export goods and services. And a key thing there is that's not like some unique exception just for Bad Bunny. Any Puerto Rican whose company qualifies is eligible. So one is for individuals not from Puerto Rico, one is for businesses, meaning that Bad Bunny technically himself still pays taxes. And for many, there lies a fundamental difference. One excludes them, sons and daughters of Puerto Rico, and the other is just different. So to touch on that subject, and also talk about the situation in general with Puerto Rico, I reached out to and spoke with Bianca Grova. So Bianca, just to kind of jump into yesterday with Logan Paul, I know you watched the full interview and not just the clip that blew up on Twitter. But Logan Paul, in it, he says, you know, among one of the things, he wants to be an ally. What would locals want to see more of? How can I aid? Because a big part of the question was, you know, I don't think that I have a solution to someone that's just on the mainland. I think, you know, it's talking to people that are locals, talking to people like yourself. And I wanted to know whether it be your opinion or what you've seen. What do you think the answer to that is for people there?
So, what I would say is that I don't think asking how to give in terms of charity is the right question. Something I try to talk a lot about when I talk about these things related to Puerto Rico is that charity is not the same as justice. So when I talk about the tax incentive, I talk about a matter of justice because you have a tax incentive that's only available to people who move here and not for the local population. That's one thing. And then we see, like you've seen in my work, how certain areas in Puerto Rico are no longer available for the local population. There's no access to certain beaches, even though by law, beaches in Puerto Rico are supposed to be public. So these two specific things have to do more with justice. I think you also have to look at these topics in the context of Puerto Rico, a place that has been occupied and exploited. The solution to that is not necessarily to bring supplies to people after a hurricane, and this is not meant as a job for Logan Paul or anyone. This is just an overall theme that we see in Puerto Rico. The fact that people have gone 2.5 weeks without electricity after Hurricane Maria is not solved by people showing up with a bottle of water and a pack of rice. This is an issue of justice, of Puerto Rico having been exploited for centuries for its resources. So the answer is not as simple. It's a matter of understanding certain people are benefiting from certain, whether it be incentives, benefits that are available to a certain section of the population and not for the local population.
Well, so I guess that's kind of the part of one of the questions is when we were talking about it, it was stemming from a place of the situation is what it is right now. It only changes with a movement that then changes the political system and the players in it. Is the answer that anyone that is taking advantage of the system, like Act 22, that it's always in the wrong? Is there some middle ground? I guess that's kind of the question I was trying to get to, and I'm interested in, because maybe the situation is black and white, right? I mean, I talked about yesterday, like for my business with a partner specifically, was like, we're not going to take advantage of that. That's a horrible idea. But yeah, I'd love to know your thoughts on that.
As a reporter, it's not for me to make that judgment. My role is more to inform so people have all the information in order to make a decision for themselves. When something like the initial video where Logan Paul announced that he was moving to Puerto Rico,
Thanks for watching.
I did a video talking about the incentives.